other guys, and I think that's really going to help us as we get into the season because football's a tough sport.
How is the health right now of the offensive line?
Everyone's back on the starting five.
Okay.
We still got a few older guys with some injuries. No one's really ruled out in anything serious. So I say generally we're very healthy as an offense.
You're not going to play in center on Thursday?
No. I'm ready to.
What are you telling kind of the younger guys? I mean, maybe some of the guys on defense or on offense that haven't seen much time, especially at this stage. What are you going to tell them leading up to the game and on Thursday,
Just really all you have to do is show up and play. I mean, that's all there is to it. We put in so much time in camp. It's like as far as because young guys will tend to be a little nervous. I'm nervous myself. I won't lie to you. I get nervous for games too. So it's really what helps you overcome that is how prepared you are and what the time that you put into it. And that's what I'd like to tell them. I always tell them. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Continue.
Thank you.
Continue to watch film, and if you prepare yourself as much as you can, and you feel ready, that's where your confidence comes from. That's what builds that confidence. So,
gotcha.
How much curiosity do you guys have about what the defense is going to look like when it gets on the field? I know you're going to be worried about what you guys are doing on the sideline, but you got to be wondering a little bit, like all this remaking and reshaping and coaching, what the end result's going to be.
Yeah, we got a decent idea. We're not 100% on what can happen. It's definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. We've been preparing for pretty much everything. That's what training camp is. We put in our whole offense. We got rules for anything we could possibly see, and there's a reason we do that is because for situations like this where we're not. You got a new defense. You're not 100% sure what you're going to see, but even no matter what comes up, we've got a way to pick it up or block it or something like that. So that's what I'm curious about. We got a general idea. We've been practicing it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we see and what we don't see.
Well, but your guys,
what do you mean?
Your teammates.
How they feel?
Yeah, like when you're going against them in practice, you're seeing you're talking about the other guys.
Yeah, my bad. I'm in that mode.
No, but I mean, the curiosity of they had such a tough year, all these changes, Chiswick and everything coming in. How much change? How much difference is it going to make? Even for you guys, what's the feeling for you guys?
As far as defense goes, I think those guys are very excited to show the nation what we can do. Being on the offensive side of the ball, I've seen them improve. It's a whole new defense, and just mentally and physically, I think those guys have been working so hard in this off season. It's a new defense, so they had to put in a little extra time. And as far as gelling and knowing what they're doing and knowing those responsibilities, and I see them they're really excited, and I see a little bit more passion. Not about the game itself, about the defense itself coming out of those guys. I think that's going to be big for them.
How much do you remember about the way the game in Columbia ended? And if you do remember that, how much motivation is that?
Well, we lost. Obviously, I do. I'll never forget that. I think the score was
27-10, and they threw a long pass from the 1 yard line with 10 seconds to go.
That's you definitely take that motivation into the game with you, but it also was 2 years ago, and it's a whole new year, whole new game, and it's our first game. So I'm not saying I don't hate South Carolina. I'm just excited to get on the field and play with them. I'm excited to get in the mix and see what they got, and I know they're excited to see what we got. It's going to be a good time.
When Lucas missed it some time, you had a chance to line up next time he hadn't for a bit. How did he handle that opportunity? How has he grown during that process?
It's so hard for a freshman to get in the offensive line position. It's a whole different animal. It's the dynamic of mental and physical. It's you got to be one of the smarter guys on the team, on the field, to be able to play offensive line because you got to pick up all these different blitzes and there's things you need to adjust to on the fly. And then on top of that, you got to learn to perfect your technique because leverage is so much part of the game. You put all that together, it just really makes it hard to develop as an offensive lineman. But Tommy, he's got the best mindset. I love the kid because he really stepped up and saw it as an opportunity. Kind of fearless. He approached it very, very fearless and didn't really get phased by like, oh, I'm a freshman. You didn't see that. He just kind of stepped in and continued to work as best as he could. I think he's improved a lot since he first got here. He's got a lot more room to improve. And that's something that you're probably going to see from him.
How many opportunities have you had to go up against Aaron Crawford, and have you had a chance to make contact with Jalen Dalton yet? In what situation?
Well, I haven't had a chance to go up against Aaron too much. He's a bigger guy, bigger, stockier guy. He's one of your pluggers. But I can't say I've lined up against him enough to give you anything great on him. Jalen, I've lined up against Jalen. He came in early, so I got a little bit more against him. He's very athletic. He's very long, and he uses his length to his advantage. Jalen's someone I think has a lot of potential to be really great for the Tar Heels. Even if it's not this year, it's definitely going to be down the road. I know it's tough when you're redshirt. You don't know if you're going to play, but I encourage him because I redshirted. And it's just something that people go through. It doesn't make you less of a football player. It just makes you even better. And he's so long. He uses his arms and he's got an uncanny amount of strength, like just natural strength, that once he starts getting in with Lou and the more time he has with Lou, he's just going to be just between speed and strength, just a physical freak. So
has John Ferranto kind of settled in and locked down as a backup guard for you guys now?
I think it was good for him to get those reps. Right now, he's just focusing on getting his knee healthy. John's one of those guys that's kind of he can play guard and tackle. He might be just as good a guard as I think he is tackle. So when he gets back, I guess we can see. But for now, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.